toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. The Cougars offense to go on the attack first. And here comes L.J. Martin. This guy's one of the best running backs in all of college football, and he'll get the rock in this one.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that skip.
Snags it, and there's running room. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It really is no mystery. And, Race, obviously, we were talking about this guy in the open, and already he's getting the ball, and already he's making his presence felt. He just has such great vision and contact balance. And, David, they are going to continue to give him the football until you prove you can stop it.
Yeah, and so the defense is going to have to do something about it. And I know it's early, and that's just one run. But how much are they going to have to commit more people to the box? And they're just going to have to play physical and realize everybody's got a game tackle. This guy is good, man. And so I look forward to this defense trying to find some answers to stop this great running back.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab, it's Phillips.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Turns it loose. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Byers on the move. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Martin. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So TCU's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. I'm not sure how much they're going to want to go after this guy, because very few have had success throwing his way. Ready to fire from the pistol. To the air, it's Craig. Fires to the big fella. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Payne. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run. That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds a crease at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He stopped right there, and oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Craig. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On the ground, it's Payne. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Right back to the well. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Bachmeier. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. On the draw, it's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go right back to him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Kept it, and he's past the marker. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. After run, now throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a...
Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. Inside the 50. Past the 30. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it way down the field. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Running inside, it's Martin. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. On target. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet,
snatches it on the run. Off to the races. Touchdown, TCU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Pocket breaking down. On target over the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Pulls it in. It's Phillips. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Martin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it down the field. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Looking for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Could be an alley. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the run, it's Payne. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back to throw, it's Craig. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Horned Frogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Might be changing the route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the BYU sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Craig. He's going for it all. He's got it down the field. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kicks. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The TCU head coach told me coming out of the locker room at the half, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Craig. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
To throw, it's Mockmeyer. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Martin. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's open.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Touchdown, Cougars. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable, and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Walker. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Craig. Makes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, TCU! You thought they were done. They're back, baby!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They want to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Rides the option, he keeps it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Looking for room, it's Martin. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to...
Snags it and he's open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Lyons. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll go right back to it. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And telling the coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Man, what a missed opportunity for the field goal unit. You got a chance to put this game over the mark where they got to score a touchdown. A field goal's no good late in this football game. Now the tide has turned a little bit. Your defense is going to need to go out there and bail you out.
Plucks it out of the air. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the air, it's Craig. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here, it would be a 60-yard attempt. Finds his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Payne. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Looking to throw, it's Craig. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts through the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Under fire. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
It's really